I'm going to talk about Freudian literary criticism. It is a literary criticism that uses the psychoanalytic theory of Sigmund Freud to interpret a work in terms of the known psychological conflicts of its author, or conversely, to construct the author's psychic life from the unconscious revelations in his work. So, psychoanalytic theory is a method of investigating and treating personality disorders and is used in psychotherapy. Included, included in this theory is the idea that things that happen to people during their childhood can contribute to the way they later function as adults. Freud believed that the mind is made in two parts, the unconscious and the conscious mind, and that the unconscious mind often prompts people to make certain decisions even if they don't recognize it on a conscious level. So it is a literary criticism which is influenced by the tradition of psychoanalysis begun by Sigmund Freud. To Freud, dreams are the royal road to the personal unconscious of the dreamer and have a direct relation to literature, and which often has the structure of a dream. A disciple of Freud was influenced by Freud's psychoanalytical theories and contended that dreams mirrored our unconscious and reflected to the way we use language. Another Freud's disciple, Carl Jung, rejected Freud's theory that dreams are manifestations of the personal unconsciousness, claiming instead that they reflect archetypes that tap into the collective unconsciousness of all humanity. Psychoanalytic theory is a method of investigating and treating personality disorders, what I said a while ago, and I know it's hard to take it all in, but here's a simple summary. The object of psychoanalytic literary criticism, at its very simplest, can be psychoanalysis of the author of a particularly interesting or a fictional character. The levels of the writing itself and the levels of the character action with the text. Psychoanalysis deals with the motives, especially hidden or disguised motives. As such, it helps clarify literature in two levels. Psychoanalysis examines the articulation of our most private anxieties and meanings to culture and gives us perspective on them as cultural formations. Psychoanalysis deals with the relations of the body meanings and drives to symbolic or cultural meanings. It can also yield useful clues to the sometime unsolved symbols, actions, and settings in a literary work. However, like all forms of literary criticism, it has its limits. They say that the psychopathology and biography of the artist, writer, or fictional characters can be interpreted by using psychoanalytic criticism. But later analysts would conclude that clearly one cannot psychoanalyze a writer from his text. Only one can appropriate him. Psychoanalytic criticism explores the unconscious motive and fantasies of the author and or his fictional characters. So that's it.